Everybody now at the end of the college football season, the real end is the championship BCS game that many of you probably watched, Alabama, Texas. You know, Alabama won. And so we have the end of the year rankings, and we decide which is the greatest football team of the 2009-2010 season. Well, it's clearly Alabama. But I use a different criteria, and I actually am going to tell you what the greatest football program is in the United States. It's the University of Iowa Hawkeyes, by far. Let's look at the criteria that I use. The first I want you to see, the first criteria is, where was Iowa ranked by the Sports Illustrated poll before the season? They were ranked 25th in the entire nation. A good team, 25th. There's nothing to apologize for. They are now the 7th ranked team in all of college football. They have moved up 18 places over the course of the season. And this is with a team that does not get the best recruits. They do not get the players that Alabama, that Ohio State, that Penn State, that Notre Dame, that Michigan get. They get overachievers, and they bring them into a program that teaches them how to play football, that inspires them to play football, and that actually has a football team that is greater than the sum of its parts. It's the spirit of this state of Iowa that, in a way, wills that team to victory. They win games that everybody thinks they should lose. They come back in games that everybody thinks they will lose. The players always rise to the occasion, and the fans are always there for the players. It's absolutely extraordinary. And I can mention Iowa State, too, because Iowa State played Minnesota in a bowl game down in Arizona. There were 8 times more fans from Iowa than there were from Minnesota. Iowa football is not just about winning games. It's about graduating their college students. They have an extraordinary high rate of players who graduate, who go on to live very successful lives outside of football. The coach is a wonderful man, Kirk Ferentz, very, very strong shaper and builder of men. They put on a competitive football team, but they do it while upholding academic standards as well. Don't think they don't get players into the pros. They do, and they get tremendously talented players into the pros. The one I have in mind right now is the best tight end in all of professional football. His name is Dallas Clark. What was his Iowa career like? He was a walk-on. He wasn't even a scholarship player. He wasn't somebody recruited by all the great football programs around the country. He was somebody who walked on, made a huge success at Iowa, and is now considered by many to be the greatest tight end in pro football today. There are many other Iowa players out there playing pro football, but again, they strike a balance, and this is why I think they're the best college program, football program in the entire country.